And welcome back to Major Impact. Today is all about growth. And right now, we have entrepreneur, speaker, licensed marriage and family therapist. She is your therapist friend, Abriel Farrow. Welcome to the show, Abriel. Thank you for coming, love.
Hello.
Me.
Yes, we are so excited. I can't wait to hop into this conversation. So let's get right into it. I'm so glad you came during Women's History Month because, as a young woman with your own business, I want you to tell us, please, a little bit more about your past. Where did you develop your passion for psychology?
Absolutely. So I am from Savannah, Georgia. Currently, I am in the metro Atlanta area. But the meantime, in between time, I went to Valdosta State University, where I received my undergraduate degree in psychology and my master's degree in marriage and family therapy. The thing that got me with marriage and family therapy is it has the heart of the problem isn't inside of you, the problem isn't outside of you, but it's the relationship in between. So if you can imagine feeling like, oh, the anxiety is in me, where do I go from there? Or the anxiety is outside of me. How do I control that? It is about the relationship in between. So I was like, okay, marriage and family therapy, sign me up because it just opens so much space.
All
Yeah.
right. We love that.
I know, and I'm excited because I was born in Savannah. So as soon as you said that, I was like, "Oh, we should be friends." Oh, so now that you own a private practice, tell me more about what inspired you to start Transparent Truth Counseling because I love the term.
The Lord told me to do so. This was nothing I would have done on my own, just knowing my personality. But the Lord showed me that I can step out on faith. So, Transparent Truth Counseling Service is activated faith literally every single day. I have a life model of being transparent and living in my truth because even before I became an entrepreneur, even on social media, I made it my business to show what's real because so many people are killing themselves, are going through by themselves, are being isolated because of what they think is true.
I love that. Transparency is so important. It is so key, especially to healing, right? So I'd love to know more about what services you offer at Transparent Truth Counseling.
Yes, so I offer one-on-one services for women who want to overcome perfectionism, people pleasing, and problem solving, aka fixing. And this is how we live life on our terms. And so that is one of my services. I also offer a workshop called Wind Down and Level Up, allowing yourself to feel and heal. And what happens in this workshop is that I teach the functionality of feelings. I also now, which is new, speaking engagements. This is a stretch. Um, so this is a new thing for me. So speaking, also supervision and case consultations with my fellow therapists.
Wow, that is amazing. I love the wind down and that just sounds fantastic. You also spoke about unlearning and relearning habits. So what does that mean? I want to tap into this topic a little bit. And what are some habits that you would say we need to unlearn right now?
I believe that the way we govern ourselves is influenced by our family, our culture, our society. We take on these narratives that we kind of don't choose sometimes, but it's given to us. And then after a while, it starts to be too much, and we're like, "Hey, this doesn't work for me." The strong black woman, it was cool when we first got into it, but listen, it doesn't work for me. And so I have to learn where this came from, unlearn that, and then relearn a new narrative that actually serves me. So that's what that looked like. The things I think that we have to unlearn, not asking for help, is it's almost like it takes a dig at who we are in some type of way, but we have to ask for help. So that's one of the things I would say, pushing away our feelings. We typically, women, we're doing it all. We're trying to overlook the anxiety. We're trying to overlook the overwhelm. But again, our feelings are here to serve us. So that's something that we would have to come out of. And lastly, being harsh on ourselves. We are our worst critics. We can give everybody else grace, but when it comes to us, we don't call ourselves all kind of names in the book, right? And so we really have to be able to show ourselves that self-compassion.
I absolutely love. So let me tell you that I absolutely love that the foundation of your practice is in transparency, especially in the social media age where your perception is not always reality, that pressure. And so what can we all do right now to experience growth and clarity?
For both those things, we have to stop being who we pretend to be.
You better go ahead.
We have to stop. Yeah, we have to go away from being who we pretend to be. But and it's not that we intentionally pretend to be this way. It's that it's safe that way.
Yeah.
So if I come to a space of authenticity, that's gonna stretch me a bit. That's gonna give me some growth. That's gonna give me some clarity, right? Because it's gonna show so much opposition because you've been so a certain way for so long. So this is gonna make me pivot a bit so I can be who I actually am.
I love that. So powerful.
Yes, and I'm super excited for you. And I really want our audience members to connect with you and learn more about your program and services. So, can you let us know, are you accepting clients outside of Georgia right now?
In a sense of speaking and workshops, but one-on-one sessions, it would have to be in Georgia as I'm licensed in Georgia.
And what's the best way for everyone to connect with you?
My social media is Abriel Farrow _LMFT. That's both IG and TikTok. Also, my email is abriel@transparenttruthcounseling.com, and my website is www.transparenttruthcounseling.com.
So real quick, can you give us some last tips for women who are balancing so many different hats and how they can not feel the pressure to do it all?
All right. So you do not want to balance. You want to prioritize. You do not have to put your efforts in everything at the same time. Prioritize. You want to prioritize your humanity. You are not a machine. And you also want to recognize that your value is not in what you do. It is in who you are.
You better go ahead. Look,
That's beautiful.
That's exactly what we needed. That's what we needed. Well, Abriel, thank you so much for coming. We are so excited to, further connect with you. Thank you for your insights. And we know where we can find you now because you shared your website, your Instagram with us. So for our listeners out there, definitely connect. Don't move. Up next, we have London Knighton with our weekly entertainment news, my favorite part. You do not want to miss the tea, so stay tuned.